More than 80% of Earth's oceans remain completely unexplored, hidden beneath miles of crushing darkness. It's a world virtually untouched by sunlight, and it's quite literally Earth's final frontier. Today in this explainer, we're tagging along on a high-tech expedition aboard the Ocean Explorer vessel. We're going to push the absolute boundaries of what we know and uncover the secrets of the ocean's most complex apex predators. Let's dive right in. We've got a lot of water to cover today. We'll start with Earth's last frontier, map out the magnetic map, and meet some dinosaurs of the deep. Then we'll chill out with ancient ice giants, see how animals are adapting to melting ice, and finish up with racing against time. Section 1. Earth's Last Frontier, Exploring the Unknown. Moving right along to Section 2, the magnetic map, the Great Hammerhead. Okay, let's kick things off in the warm, shallow waters of the Bahamas. We're looking at one of evolution's most eccentric creations, the great hammerhead shark. You know that crazy head shape? It's called a cephalofoil, and it's basically the shark's ultimate superpower. Think of it as a wide-area sensory machine. It's completely packed with olfactory glands and electroreceptors. It basically acts like a high-tech metal detector, but for biological electricity. This allows the hammerhead to snatch hidden stingrays right out of the sandy seafloor. But here's where it gets really mind-bending. Beyond just hunting, this shark possesses an absolute navigational mystery. Every single year, these animals migrate hundreds of miles across a vast, featureless ocean. Yet somehow, they repeatedly pinpoint the tiny 7-mile island group of Bimini. Seriously, how on earth are they pulling off this pinpoint navigation without getting hopelessly lost in all that blue? Well, tag data finally gave us the secret. It's a behavior researchers affectionately call yo-yo diving. The sharks intentionally plunge up and down between the surface and the seafloor dozens and dozens of times. By reading the Earth's clear magnetic field up at the surface and combining that with the local magnetic fields of geological formations down on the bottom, they are literally constructing a highly accurate virtual magnetic map right inside their heads. It's a built-in GPS. And high-resolution sonar mapping revealed the final piece of this puzzle. Researchers found previously unknown towering underwater mountains. We're talking pinnacles about 300 feet tall, which is roughly the height of the Statue of Liberty. And they're sitting right on the edge of the Gulf Stream. When that super fast current hits these pinnacles, it forces nutrient-rich water up, creating distinct scent trails. So the hammerheads use their internal magnetic map to find the trails, and then they use their highly sensitive noses to follow them. It's like they're reading literal highway signposts pointing straight to Bimini. All right, Section 3, Dinosaurs of the Deep, the six-gill shark. Now we're leaving the sunlit shallows behind and taking a deep breath because we are plunging 4,000 feet down into the crushing darkness of the Azores. Down here, we meet a completely different kind of predator, the elusive six-gill shark. Unlike the fast, highly maneuverable hammerhead, the six-gill is, well, it's pretty sluggish. But it's perfectly adapted to a twilight world of near-freezing temperatures and hypoxic, meaning oxygen-deprived water. It is essentially a living fossil. This incredible creature has remained practically unchanged for 200 million years. That means this shark is quite literally as old as the dinosaurs. So you might be wondering, how does this incredibly slow-moving six-gill successfully hunt much faster prey? Well, we have to look at something called vertical migration. Every single night, billions of creatures, we're talking everything from tiny plankton to jellyfish and squid, travel from the deep abyss up to the shallows to feed. It is the absolute largest daily migration of biomass on the entire planet, and it essentially brings a massive swimming feast right to our deep-sea shark's doorstep. Using some really rare submersible tagging data, scientists finally witnessed the six-gill's brilliant ambush tactics. Rather than wasting precious energy chasing fast prey in freezing 39-degree water, it does something genius. It uses its massive oil-filled liver, which, by the way, makes up 20% of its total body weight, to make itself positively buoyant. It acts just like an underwater hot air balloon. It silently glides upward from the abyss, completely surprising fast-moving prey from below, and uses its powerful tail to pin them directly into the sandy seafloor. How cool is that? Moving on to Section 4, Ancient Ice Giants, Bowheads and Sharks. We are leaving the deep sea now and heading to the treacherous, frozen world of Svalbard in the high Arctic. The biology out here operates on a truly staggering timeline, 500 years. That is the potential lifespan of the Greenland shark. Let that sink in for a second. 500 years. That makes it the longest living vertebrate on the entire planet. To put that extreme longevity into perspective, a single Greenland shark swimming around in the Arctic today could easily have been born before Shakespeare wrote his very first play. Yeah, it's wild. It shares these icy waters with the bowhead whale, a massive mammal that can live up to 200 years itself. The bowhead barely survived the commercial whaling era of the past century, and honestly, it only made it through because its strong affinity for heavy sea ice kept it safely hidden from hunters. When researchers finally observed a Greenland shark encountering a massive food fall, it didn't just rush in like you'd expect a shark to do. Instead, it cautiously patrolled the perimeter. Tag data even showed it takes a full 6 seconds just for one back-and-forth movement of its tail. It's living in super slow motion. This extreme caution and incredibly slow metabolic pace might just be the ultimate secret to their 500-year longevity. It's all about expertly managing risk and taking life in the absolute slow lane. Okay, let's jump to Section 5, Adapting to Melting Ice, the polar bear. Now, while sharks might take centuries to adapt, for the polar bear, adaptation is an immediate, real-time race for survival. 4 times, that is the terrifying rate at which the Arctic region is warming compared to the rest of the globe. And the direct result of this rapid warming is the sudden disappearance of vital sea ice, which really forms the very foundation of the entire Arctic ecosystem. Without that ice, polar bears simply cannot hunt seals, which are their absolute primary calorie source. Because their traditional seal hunting windows are slamming shut, these highly opportunistic marine mammals are being forced to spend a lot more time on land. And blood analyses and visual tracking have proven something incredible. They are actively switching prey. They're actually utilizing the rocky terrain to stalk and ambush fast-moving reindeer. It's a shocking, rapid adaptation to a world that's changing under their feet. And finally, Section 6, Racing Against Time, Conclusion. Bringing it all together, we've seen how perfectly these apex predators have adapted to dominate their extreme frontiers. But there is a really bitter irony at play here. As expedition leader James Cameron noted, our cutting-edge technology is finally allowing us to witness these hidden deep-sea and Arctic worlds right at the exact moment they're fundamentally transforming. The ice is melting, and these ancient habitats are shifting way faster than biology can comfortably keep up. The deep ocean and the extreme Arctic truly represent Earth's final frontiers. So the question is, will we take the necessary steps to protect these delicate, interconnected ecosystems before the secrets of these 500-year-old giants and all the incredible adaptations we've explored today disappear forever? Think about that. I really hope this explainer has sparked your curiosity to keep exploring our amazing oceans. Thanks for diving in with me.